girl Claressa the Growth Shields.
It's your boy Papoose.
And we are stepping live into the shade room at BT.
Peace and
So Claressa Shields and Papoose were at the BET Awards. They're out and about as a couple. You know, they're meeting celebrities. She met with Cash Doll. She also met with the Brat and her wife and a bunch of other celebrities. This is her and them behind the scenes.
I know, yes. You gotta. Mine can move, but I don't know how to make it move. Okay. I'll teach you when I see you again. Nice to see you. Hey, it's your girl Claressa the Growth Shields.
it's your boy Papoose.
And we are stepping live into the shade room at BT.
Peace and shade room.
Right, so you guys seeing that she looks happy and people are mentioning that she's looking beautiful and glowing. So yesterday she also addressed some things. Remember how she made that post? We made a video about her saying men don't cheat, men don't, and people were saying like, oh, you know, he's married, right? So then she had posted this post had social media in a headlock. I ain't gonna lie, people are so unhappy and projecting. Grow up and accept change. It's okay, nobody died. So, you know, a lot of people are saying like he's married, like literally he's cheating with you right now and stuff like that, you know, giving her a hard time about the relationship. And then, okay, so this is what she had to say when being interviewed by BET Awards.
And you are glowing, like you're glowing, and we know you've been very public with your new love in your life. He's right there. Hi, Papoose.
Papoose, what it do?
How does it feel having your relationship on display now in front of everybody?
Well, I've always been public in my relationships. I was taking a different route with Papoose because he is a celebrity, and I personally told myself I would never date celebrities. Me being honest, because from my knowledge, celebrity men were like, I've had NBA players, NFL players, everybody tried to talk to me, and I just was like, ugh, you guys are not it, you know? So I was kind of like against celebrities and everything. So meeting Pap, he changed my perspective, and I enjoyed having our relationship private for the months that we had it private.
Yeah.
But now it's out there in the open. It's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind displaying my love for him. He don't mind displaying his love for me. And hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now I saw the video where Papoose was like had the mitts up and y'all were going
Sparring.
y'all was sparring. I said, be careful. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel? Like, do you think you can whoop your boyfriend ass?
No, I am really happy that Papoose knows how to hold the pad.
Okay.
And
he was going crazy.
And I have, out of all the men I've dated, I'm like, I gotta watch this one. I was
Flinching.
I know y'all seen him holding the pads for me, but I hold the pads for him also.
Yeah.
He ain't never gonna show y'all his shit.
Okay.
He show y'all mine, but it's one time he almost hit me, and I said, man. but he punched really, really fast and hard, and I'm just happy that he loves the sport like I love boxing.
Good.
So I don't think I can beat Pap up in the fight, but I also tell him, don't play with me.
Oh my goodness.
Don't make me turn to Clarenzo on you.
Okay.
That's my ego.
That's
Sorry.
ego. We don't want no smoke with Claressa or Claressa. Okay?
Right.
We don't want no smoke. But how have you been handling it? Because obviously you guys have been getting a lot of backlash. How has that process been for you?
I have not seen no backlash, to be honest
good.
with
Okay.
you. From what I've seen, people love me and Pap together. Listen, I love me and Pap together. Pap love me and him together. It's a few people that's kind of like stuck in the past, but that don't have nothing to do with us. We get a lot of love, and I mean a lot of love from great people. Like we seen Busta Rhymes last night. We seen David Ruffin. His name is Leon though.
Right? You still call him David Ruffin when you saw him?
Y'all understand? I grew up watching him when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So like seeing him when I'm grown, I'm like.
Yeah.
The girls were screaming and throwing their pins at David Ruffin. No, so I got to meet him.
Right. She like,
No, so everybody praises us, and they value how we handle everything up on social media, especially myself.
Yeah.
So I think that hey, we're moving in a great direction, and we love each other, and it's a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a relationship. You know, I hate that people think that celebrity relationships aren't regular relationships. They're regular. We still go through things. Of course we argue. Of course we have days where I'd be like, hey, I'm not talking to you today. Maybe for a couple of minutes or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But most of me and Pap days have been very, very good. And it'll be a year very soon. So we'll be celebrating our year publicly with you guys.
Okay.
And then everybody can celebrate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
what do you do on them times where you're training? You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure when you train, you have to abstain from certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How does Pap take that? You know what I'm saying?
It is no secret that I have to sustain from sex for 4 to 6 weeks before my fight, and Pap handles it very well. I think my last fight in February, it was the first time for him, so he just stayed away from me. I was like, when are you coming to Atlanta? He was like, baby, I cannot come to Atlanta. Like, why? He like, cause you can't. I'm like, so you telling me this? You can't come to camp? But I mean, when you're that physically attracted to somebody, I get it. But I think now he's more used to it now, so maybe he'll be able to come to camp and it won't be so tempting.
So you guys heard that. So meanwhile, Remy Ma's side dude, Eazy the Block Captain, there was a video that came out on Live Bites. Some people said it was old, but still, it's relevant. He was saying that he couldn't wait for Papoose to move out of Remy Ma's house and that he wants the fade now and all kind of stuff. So I'll show you guys what he had to say here. For that, let me just show you this article where Remy Ma and Papoose had met up for their graduation, their daughter's graduation. Remy Ma and Papoose reunite for daughter's graduation. Shout out to Hot 97. But it said they have separated, but their dedication to their daughter remains unshaken. Recently, they came together to honor Reminiscence's kindergarten graduation, sharing touching highlights from the special day online. Remy said, my twin, Reminisce Mackenzie, graduated from kindergarten today. She is everything. Sidebar, why when we was taking the pictures, she gonna say, no, over here, mommy, I want my face to be in the sun. Oop, okay, Tyra. Double sidebar, she literally picks her own hairstyles and her own clothes down to the accessories. We be in the crib arguing, LOL, but it always comes out cute. So, Papoose also shared this. He said he praised his daughter, calling her the most charismatic, amazing kid in the world, and included both recent snapshots and throwbacks reflecting on his journey as a father. The public reunion came in the midst of ongoing tension between the exes. Their split had been anything but quiet. Papoose previously accused Remy of cheating, claiming she spent Christmas with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain while he stayed home with the daughter. Remy fired back by leaking private messages between Papoose and his new girlfriend, professional boxer Claressa Shields, accusing them of trying to ruin her name. The drama didn't stop there. Papoose later called Remy a narcissist and accused her of repeated infidelity. Claressa chimed in too, slamming Remy with this can't be serious. You have two boyfriends, and calling her bitter and mad, even challenging her to a boxing match. So despite this social media fireworks, Remy Ma and Papoose set their differences aside to celebrate their daughter's big day, proving that Reminisce, they'll always show up for her. So also, Claressa, she had something to say, but I'm like, does she have a new Twitter? Because for some reason, these are like old. Hold on. Does she delete everything? Let me see. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yesterday, Claressa had posted, I had it on my page, but she had posted like, my man don't cheat, something like that, like about Papoose not cheating, and everybody was dragging her about that, So anyway, like I said, that brings me to this video. Live Bites. Some people said this video was old, but Live Bites just posted it like 6 hours ago. So I don't know if it's old, but we're gonna listen to it anyway. So it said, he said, "What? Remy Ma's boo, Eazy the Block Captain claps back at Papoose, says he only swung because Eazy smashed Remy after a handshake." So here we go.
I mean, said, yo, I ain't knocked out because I shook it because he my wife. I knocked because he shook my hand. My wow, you sound like
Oh, that.
Here's the thing, nigga, I didn't know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And if you want to keep it a bean, if you want to tell the real story, I was on the whole opposite side from you. And I was just like, yo, I don't want to meet them. You came up to me and told me you was a fan of mine. That's the real story. And that's why you was mad. This nigga probably said, yo, I ain't out because I shook it. So you know what nigga is really, and he loses his jaw, and she really a good jaw, and you really lose it, and the next nigga got it, and you don't feel like the next nigga should hang your jaw. Then niggas start like acting. I'm happy for the nigga. Nigga, move on. I've been waiting. Like, yo, get the fuck out the crib. Like, go ahead, bro.
Nah, he said get out the crib. He been waiting. Professional side dude.
I've been waiting. I'm happy. I was like, ooh, got him. He's a fuck up. So you know when a nigga is really. If you don't feel like nothing else, for real, I really ain't. I don't really take people Jones. Like she wasn't there to be on some other shit. Like you know what I'm saying, this was one like, yeah, I mean. You know what I mean? So and I always felt like that. I was like, yo, if a nigga know that y'all wasn't together and I come through in the mix, like how you getting mad at me because, you know what I'm saying, like that? Maybe it's the fact that you didn't think that it could happen. You could be mad at that. But I'm standing on the fact that I ain't take nobody, John. I ain't take nobody, John. If you don't feel like nothing else, for real, I really ain't. I don't really take people Jones. Like she wasn't there to be on some other shit. Like you know what I'm saying, this was one like, yeah, you know I mean. You know what I mean? So and I always felt like that. I was like, yo, if a nigga know that y'all wasn't together and I come through in the mix, like how you getting mad at me because, you know what I'm saying, like that? Maybe it's the fact that you didn't think that it could happen. You could be mad at that. But I'm standing on the fact that I ain't take nobody, John. I ain't take nobody, John. I didn't say nothing because here's the real story. Y'all want to know the real story? I'm going to tell y'all the real story. So the real story is the TuneCore niggas was hitting this nigga up and telling this nigga like, yo, if the situation not going down, you gonna basically his job was at risk. He was telling Rem to tell me to be quiet. So what was supposed to happen is that if he would have went to the red carpet with her and they would have act like that they was cool, he was supposed to make a tweet that say me and him didn't happen. So I agreed to it because originally it's supposed to be like, yo, E, I want you and this nigga to get on live and act like y'all cool and laugh and laugh. I didn't agree to that shit. I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. So it was like, all right, the next plan was, yo, he want me to go to the red carpet with this nigga, and if he goes to the red carpet with he'll tweet and say nothing happened between y'all. And I said, okay, cool. Sneaking me, nigga. I don't got no problems with no fucking body. We know it was you core Brazilian. You know what I'm saying, like that. So it wasn't even a joke. That nigga was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fades have been asked, y'all. Like, fades have been asked. Fades have been asked. I've been asked for the fade a few times. The fades have really been asked, like, yo, let's get this shit out the way because that shit not honorable, bro. Because here's the thing, how I feel, nigga. Like, I don't feel like that I took nobody from nobody. I wasn't fucking with each other already. This shit been years for real, bro. Sneaking me, nigga. I don't got no problems with no fucking body. We know it was you core Brazilian. You know what I'm saying, like that. So it wasn't even a joke. That nigga was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fades have been asked, y'all. Like, fades have been asked. Fades have been asked. I've been.
All right, so you guys heard that. All right, so you guys heard all about that. So what do you guys think about this? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos from Empress Radio. Okay, bye.